For the last week and a half, I've been going door to door and talking to people in my riding. And I've talked to a lot of conservatives, and one of the most interesting things talking to conservatives is that 100% of all people who say that they have conservative values do not align with the Conservative Party. I'm going to repeat that. 100% of the people who claim to have conservative values have told me that they do not align with the Conservative Party platform. Now this is wild. 100%, think about that. 50% of those people tell me they're going to vote for the PPC, which is great because the People's Party of Canada is true conservatives. But 50%, the other 50%, they're a little bit worried and they say things like, we're afraid of splitting the vote. Now, what does that really mean, we're afraid of splitting the vote? Who are you voting for? Are you voting for just not Trudeau, or are you voting for your values? Because everyone knows that if you look at the Liberal platform and then you look at the Conservative Party platform, that they're virtually identical. There's such minor differences between the two. And if we pay attention to the last 18 months, we haven't heard the opposition say anything. The opposition has been virtually silent, right? So their job is to oppose, yet they haven't opposed anything. If we think of silence is consent, well, that really says a lot to us. So all I can really say is, if you're worried about splitting the vote, we should be thinking about, which vote am I splitting? Am I splitting the Liberal vote by voting for Conservatives? Because you're not splitting a Conservative vote by voting for the Conservatives or voting for the People's Party of Canada, because there's only one Conservative Party. The only party that has conservative values is the People's Party of Canada. It's a simple choice. And the choice is simply to vote with your values. If you have liberal values, vote for the Liberals. If you have conservative values, vote for the People's Party of Canada. If all people who said that they have conservative values, but they are afraid of voting for the PPC because they don't want to split the vote, if all of those people simply voted for the PPC, then the Conservative Party would disappear. So when election day comes and it's time to get to the polls, don't worry about splitting the vote. Worry about not voting with your values.